So I now want to present to you guys who I believe should be the winner of the 2021 NBA MVP award. I believe that player, the guy that should win the 2021 NBA MVP, I believe Nikola Jokić deserves the award. The center for the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokić. Okay, he's sort of a hybrid, power forward slash center. He's a big man, but bottom line, Nikola Jokić will get my vote. Now, like I said, there's not a slam dunk winner this year because LeBron's been hurt, Durant's been hurt, Harden's been hurt, Joel Embiid's been hurt, Steph Curry led his team, to the 8th seed and didn't even make the playoffs this year due to his team's shortcomings in the play-in tournament. Chris Paul really doesn't have the counting stats. But I will say this about Nikola Jokić, and this is the biggest reason why I believe Nikola Jokić should win this award this year. He has the most well-rounded resume out of all the NBA MVP candidates in 2021. In order to win the MVP award, you need to check off a couple of boxes, okay? The first box is, did you play a significant amount of games? Were you available night in and night out for your team? Nikola Jokić checks that box off. He played all 72 games this year. So you can check that off, okay? Also, is your team winning games? A big reason why Steph Curry is not going to win the MVP award this year is because, well, the Golden State Warriors missed the playoffs, okay? Nikola Jokić led the Denver Nuggets to the number 3 seed in the Western Conference, and they won 47 games. And Nikola Jokić is by far and away their best player, okay? That's not even, up for debate, okay? So he won games. He checks that box off. And also, how's your supporting cast? Do you have the greatest supporting cast? Are you elevating your team? Well, I can point to the fact that Jamal Murray missed a significant amount of time this year due to injury. And Nikola Jokić and the Denver Nuggets, they didn't miss a beat. They really didn't. Nikola Jokić elevated his game in the absence of Jamal Murray, who is their second best player right now at the time. I know Michael Porter Jr. is really good, but I think Jamal Murray is a better player, at least right now today. Okay? And if you look at Nikola Jokic's numbers, that's the last final point you have to check off. Do you have good enough numbers? I'm sorry, Chris Paul, you're a great candidate for MVP this year, but you don't quite have the statistical evidence to show that you're the MVP. Nikola Jokić has more than enough evidence stats-wise to show that he's the MVP. Okay, he's averaging 26.4 points per game this year, 10.8 rebounds, 8.3 assists, not to mention he shot 56% from the field and 38.8% from three. And Nikola Jokić this year led the Nuggets in points, in rebounds, assists, and steals. He was also number 1 in the NBA in PER, which is pretty much like the passer rating of the NBA. You look at, each year in the NFL, you look at passer rating. Usually Aaron Rodgers leads the, NFL in passer rating every single year. That's a big reason why he's won multiple MVP awards, because when you look at the advanced numbers and the advanced analytics usually point to, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and things like that. Well, this year, the PER analytics show that Nikola Jokić should be that guy. And not to mention, Jamal Murray is a good player, but he missed a significant amount of time due to injury, like I said. Michael Porter Jr. is pretty good, but not a superstar player, at least yet. Will Barton is a decent player, but nothing to sneeze at. Gary Harris, same thing with him. Austin Rivers, same thing with him. And Aaron Gordon, he's a nice additional piece to the puzzle, but he's not scaring defenses when he, touches the court. Nikola Jokić has elevated a roster that has a lot of solid players, but not a lot of great players. He's elevated this team to a top 3 seed in the Western Conference playoffs. Nikola Jokić has the numbers. He's played a good amount of. He's played all 72 games. He's won a lot of those games. He's elevated this team in the absence of Jamal Murray. He leads the entire NBA in PER. Nikola Jokić has the most well-rounded resume out of all the MVP candidates this year. I believe Nikola Jokić should win the 2021 NBA MVP award for all the reasons that I mentioned. I do believe he will actually win that award. And I think this is the start to Nikola Jokić really taking off as a player from this point going forward. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.